Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing the first video of a Stash Bash little series that I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. I'm not sure how many of these I'll be doing until I get bored, and then I'll do something else. But for this video I am going to be using that Echo Park 6x6 paper. It's called Summer Fun. I've got no idea how old it is. I only have that little paper pad from the collection. And then I'm also going to be using a Project Life die cut frames little embellishment kit, and it's called Currently. I also have no clue how old it is, but I thought the colors of the Echo Park paper pad and those frames really suited each other. I first picked out the frames from my little embellishment holder thingy, and then I went into my 6x6 pad stash and I just picked something that would suit the colors of the frames. So in the end, I think the florals in that little frame that I'm using there now to frame that photo suited really well with the flowers in that paper pad, and everything came together quite nicely in the end. I really liked it. It was very bright in the end. So the photo that I'm using is of my daughter Emma, and this was taken in May of 2017. I was pregnant with Lucy at that stage, and I was in bed a lot. I really didn't have an easy pregnancy. So in that photo, Emma brought her teddies, her Hello Kitty and Barney, and we had a tea party on the bed. So she spent lots of time with me during that time on the bed and playing together and things. So I wanted to keep the photo in color because I liked the different colors in the photo. I liked the white and the pink of her dress and the purple of Barney, which is a difficult color to scrap. I know the Pantone color for this year, 2018, is purple, but I don't have lots of purple papers yet. So I thought I would just take advantage of the pinks in the photo, and that tied in very nicely. And there's also a blue or a teal color teacup in the photo as well. So I drew some of that color from the photo into the little florals as well. So that accented the teacup as well. You'll see that I did cut the frames behind the photo. It was very dimensional, layering all those frames on top of each other. The frames are very thick, which is very nice. However, when you layer them, it does get quite dimensional, and the photo would be warping quite a bit with all that layering and dimension behind it, because it's not a solid piece of dimension behind it. There's lots of little layers behind it. So I did cut them up just to minimize that behind the photo. And then I decided I wanted to bring more of the colors in from the 6x6 paper pad. This paper pad has gorgeous patterns and colors. So I decided I wanted to layer behind the frames, and then I thought, why not just back the frames? And that worked really well, and I really liked that effect. And again, the colors just matched so well together, and I loved that thick black stripe, and I chose to put it behind that green frame because it just makes that light green pop on top of the black and white there. And it also brings in some of the dark behind my daughter Emma in the photo. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, that this is a very dimensional layout in the end. I like dimension in pages. I use lots of foam squares and I like to add foam squares behind petals and flowers and things like that, but this was a lot of dimension, and it's something new for me, to this extent at least. But I liked it, and it using frames as well is something, you know, I haven't used a lot of frames in the past, and I liked it, and I got to use some of my stash. I mean, things that would usually just sit in a drawer and gather dust, or I forget about it, or, you know, I actually went and I dug them out and I got to use them. And now they're looking really pretty on a page, and everybody can look at them and admire it. So I'm very happy with this. And it's amazing how two completely different collections and from two different manufacturers, how the colors just complemented each other. As I said at the beginning, I've got no idea in which years these were made or which years they came out. So I don't know if they came out in the same year or at the same season. But the colors matched really nicely. So I wanted to layer those flowers behind the frames, or sort of nestle them in between the frames. But then I thought I wanted them on top of the frames rather. However, because of the dimension, I would have to do some serious layering behind the flowers to get them to stick up over the frames. So I went and I got some of the frame I knew I wouldn't be using anytime soon, because it's an you know, in this layout this mustard color works, but I'm not sure how I could use it again. So I thought I'll use this frame and cut it up and layer 3 bits together and make it stand up. And I did that at the top with the little top flower as well, just to add some dimension to that top little flower. So I got some more Heidi Swap Color Shine. I'm very happy about that. This green that I'm using is Citron, and this beautiful, gorgeous pink, it's hot pink. And then I'm going to be using some black Color Shine as well. And you'll see at the bottom left-hand corner, there'll be a little open space, and off camera, after the video is completed, I did go in and I added some more color shine to the black color shine to that left-hand bottom corner there, just to fill in some of that, because it does look a bit bare over there. So and because this is a very dimensional photo cluster that I've got going there, I did use a lot of glue to stick it down. I didn't want to use my ATG, so I just used some of that tacky glue. So I have been looking for quick dry adhesive, Scotch quick dry adhesive I think, and I can't find it here in Dubai, and I really want some, because I've got a fine line bottle, and this stuff really doesn't work in the fine line bottle. It clogs it up and it does not go through that little nozzle. So if you know of any other glue other than Scotch quick dry adhesive that will go through a fine line bottle, please put it in the comment section, because I can't find anything here that that will go through that bottle, so or through the nozzle. So as you see, I am just going to be sticking it down with that tacky glue that I've got going there. And those little flowers and petals and leaves, I'm going to be sticking flat on the page. I'm not going to be adding dimension to them because of all the dimension already on the page. And you'll see behind the top left-hand photo flowers, there's a green and pink splatter that mixed, and it looked a bit muddy, so I just stuck a leaf over it, and you don't even see it in the end. I have had these little puffy hearts for a while now, and I've been using them on most of my layouts, and they are so cute. They are teeny tiny, and as you can see, there's a whole rainbow of colors there, and they're really soft. And I got them at a local stationery shop here. I don't know who makes them, and I should get more of them. I should go back and just buy 3 or 4 more of these sheets because I use them so often, because these colors are just perfect for this layout. And I end up making 3 vertical like columns with these little puffy hearts, just to add some interest. And I know in the end you don't really see because of all the splatters, and it's a very busy page in the end, and the hearts, you know, you really have to look to see the hearts, but it does add a lot of texture. If you look at the page in person, it does add texture. So behind that little photo clusters there, those green hearts I got them at the same shop as the little puffy hearts, and what better way to use these than on a stash page? And that green is a very green, so I didn't think, I wouldn't know on which other layout I would use it, so it fit perfectly on there, as well as that little bow I've got there, that sheet with the little bows, also from that same stationery shop. Those stars as well, they've got, the shop has like a rotating display with just stickers and stickers and stickers. So yes, every once in a while I go into the shop and I see what I can get from that rotating stand, and they are lovely. So what I'm doing, I decided that the bloom, the writing on the frame, and the little inside bits of the flowers on the frame, they are a bit muted, so I just added some black Sharpie on top of them to just make them stand out a bit more. And as usual, I am going to be drawing my wonky lines around the edges of my page and drawing 2 little hearts on the bottom left hand corner. And yeah, so here as well, just framing that little frame. And I get some Sharpie on the photo as well, and it goes very wonky. But you know what? That's fine. I really don't mind. It adds a lot to the, to the wonkiness of this layout. And I'm just going to be adding some frames there. Now what I do in the end, you'll see I'm going to be putting some splatters on the bottom left hand corner, and I'm going to be adding a title off camera. So you'll see that in the stills. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Bye!